You know, that moment of privacy, and it's becoming more and more elusive to him. And part of the story, I guess, is the difficulty for him to find that peace, that obscurity, if you like, that will enable him to grow as a writer.
It's the world, tower blocks, headbutting the skyline. So stitch that slit in the sky like a knife gash in a full-length 60s leather coat. The tenements so unlovely. The people in them roll on in colours and classes and classes and colours. All the beats of New London, twisted and bitter with it by the wrong education and the big schools and the big grey gothic pink plastic flower estate.
Standing in a garden patch with bubbles coming out of his head. When you planting your potatoes, make sure there ain't no wild worm about. He's dead right, you know. Last year we had 26 pounds of spuds and we only got 3 chips out of them. Huh? It's a lot of peeling. And then I'm screaming remaining.
As well as coming to the attention of the literary and rock establishment, Pete's influence has extended to the world of fashion, with Christian Dior's chief menswear designer Eddie Slimane basing his autumn 2004 collection on the Doherty look.
Whole energy of him on stage, or Baby Shambles, and then when I started the project with him, that can come through my work when I design for Dior. I never saw a discrepancy between his private life, his life, like everyday life, and stage. It's like he was born to be on stage, really, and it's something, a quality that's very particular, I think. It's never really stopping. It's the same character that's evolving, I think, and that is for me really interesting. It has a certain romanticism to it.
There's a massive queue outside. No photographs, please.
Yeah, his lyrics and like his poetry, like how he releases music on the internet, like no one else does that. I mean, that's like a direct link between me and him. That he's releasing his music on the internet. But that means so much to me and all, you know, all the fans, because it's just if he's talking to you, you know, that's straight to you. No one else has got that.
The network of fans are that loyal and that devoted to this band. They don't miss a trick, and I swear there must be thousands of them on the web pages every night, just in case a gig happens, and they know something will always happen. And once it does, the way it can spread through the internet and through the little groups they've got is phenomenal.
These days, you know, technology is so fast now. You can really advertise a gig within 3 hours. We can sell a gig out almost. So because of that fact, it means that you can fancy playing some new tunes that we've just written, post a gig, 2 hours time, come to here in Islington, etc., and people will turn up. And the whole idea of that is, I think maybe just to connect with the community of fans we've got out there. It's not some preconceived notion. We don't think about let's do this as some marketing ploy. It's more about let's do a show so we can hear people what new art we've created. There's such a strong sense of community which is reflected back into the band and to the fans.
I don't know, they just seem to like live for every word that comes out of his mouth. He seems to express what they feel and stuff. And
they found their man that seems to be articulating how they feel, and is suffering for it. You know, he's actually being nailed to the cross for it. You know, in a dramatic way. You know, the nails are going in as he's trying to tell them that he understands them. So it is reaching in a strange way a kind of Christ-like proportion, as well as it reaching, you know, really pathetic Burton and Taylor proportions. It's a strange mix, but in the middle of it, there's definitely this community of people that have found their Bob Dylan.
I think he really respects the fans for who they are, rather than just kind of record buying product consumers. He respects them for their individuality and the fact that they really listen to his words, and they really get an insight into his being, really.
people see a very creative and fragile person there as well. They care for him a lot.
What you see with Peter and with Baby Shambles is what you get.
There's like a vibe, for want of a better word, that every night has, that makes every gig completely different.
I think we're always going to find ways of keeping it small. It's like, one week we'll play Brixton Academy, the next week we'll go and play to 20, 25 people in some back-end East London pub. And I think it really keeps it real, keeps you a sense of sincerity with your fans that way.
Peter is a hard cunt. He's made of tough stuff, but he's sensitive as well. You know, so it's gonna take its toll somehow. But recently I've seen a really positive change in him. You know.
Pete's public profile was raised in January of this year after meeting Kate Moss at her 31st birthday party. And their relationship has been a source of constant fascination for the press ever since.
What's a boy supposed to do? Where was I supposed to go? Up the morning, up the morning, up the morning, up the morning.
Going back to Blackboard Lane. You think you can help me? Can you make me a call? You rise right away, I'm coming out in the call. Today, are you dancing today? Are you dancing today?
I thought they were great. Excellent. Well worth it. My name's John Giddings and I'm the promoter. I was here in 1970. I saw Jimi Hendrix play.
We're grouping.
Everyone's an interview. Got rumbling. So today, I saw her face. It was a face I loved. And I knew I had to run away. Get down on my knees and pray that they'd go away, but still it begins. The needles and pins are because I'm on fire. Since I tried to hide, I thought I was smart. I thought I was.
That's ever nerve-wracking.
Why?
Like James Bond, isn't it? Waiting like the last minute for the countdown clock.
When was he due here?
This morning, like 5-6 hours ago.
Pete's stuck in his car with his girlfriend somewhere, hopefully near the Pyramid Stage. Last year when the Libertines played, he didn't actually get here at all, so he's never played here before, although he's been on the bill twice. So hopefully this time he will get here.
Peter's on his way. He's en route. So what can you say?
Drive through the whole of fucking Glastonbury. Alright, darling, how are you?
Yes, Pete. Yes, Pete.